Hi, everybody. I'm Monty. I'm co-founder of Range, and Range is the blockchain security and intelligence platform. So today we are going to talk about risk and monitoring and security for Solana applications. A bit about me before. So I've been working crypto since 2018. I started doing research in consensus algorithms in the Ethereum ecosystem, and then became a lead security auditor in 2021 in Oak Security. I've done countless of audits for Cosmos SDK and Rust and Cosmos WASM and WASM smart contracts. During that process, also earned 6 figures in bug bounties. And all during this time, something became very clear. Audits are not enough. If we want to have this industry to handle billions and trillions in users and in dollars, we cannot rely on audits. And that's why we started Range. So Range's mission is to help teams and organizations build and use as blockchains, DeFi protocols, and DeFi protocols with peace of mind, and also blockchain bridges. So these are the features that we have. And it's important, the wording is both build and use. So we help developers build fast and safe applications, but also we help organizations use these protocols, like, for example, custodians, validators, and hold their assets. A bit about our partners and Range in numbers. We monitor right now more than $19 billion in TVL. We've partnered with big organizations in the whole crypto ecosystem. This is just a sneak peek of our partners. For example, with Circle, in partnership with Circle, we built the USDC cross-chain transaction explorer that monitors every stable coin between Solana, all the EVM rollups, and the Cosmos ecosystem. Also with Osmosis, we built what we call the IBC rate limits, which is an on-chain safety program that actually protects billions of dollars in assets and bridge volume every day. That's, as you see, we started in the Cosmos ecosystem, and that's where a lot of our partners come from. And this is how we see the present and the future of crypto. Others, like Mert, have articulated this vision better than I could ever do, which is Bitcoin for store of value, Cosmos for sovereignty, and then Solana for scale. And then there is something else that really guides where we focus our efforts, which is play at our strengths, and is that we have the core belief that Rust is both the present and the future of the whole industry. So probably there is only one thing that both the US government, the Linux Foundation, and myself have in common, and is that the future of safe software systems is Rust. Like, who in this room thinks that in 5 years from now, we are going to be building DeFi protocols handling billions in dollars in TVL in Solidity? Like, raise your hands. OK, one. OK, we have one people, very brave. I disagree, or hopefully that's not the future. If we are building trust-minimized, open-source financial systems handling billions of dollars, we cannot have used Solidity, which, in my opinion, both Solidity and EVM are legacy tech. Don't get me wrong, they were huge innovations, but they are not fit for purpose now. So, we cannot let Solidity become the Web3 JavaScript. And I would like to point you to this tweet. This was in 2022 from Armani, and said that the biggest undervalued opportunity in crypto right now is runtime security. And so both Solana and Cosmos, using Rust, are a big upgrade, are very well positioned to do that. So this tweet was actually 2 months before we started Range. It has been a great inspiration for us. And actually, 2 years after that tweet, we've become the leaders in all things Cosmos security, risk, and intelligence. So it was about time. I'm here in the Breakpoint stage, so it couldn't be anything else. We are super excited to announce that we've integrated Solana and the SVM. So this is, I think, the Armani's tweet is more true now than ever. The Solana and SVM have super momentum, and I think they've proven that you can build fast, scale applications, at scale. But here we need to prove that we can build both fast and safe applications, so that speed and security can go together. So what does this really mean for Solana builders, right? I think the best thing, because Range can help you depending on your use case, but the best thing is to actually put this in context to the Web3 kill chain. So what's the Web3 kill chain? So the kill chain is all the different phases and steps that happen in a crypto security incident or a hack. These are funding, which is actually how the hacker gets some funds to pay for gas in a fresh wallet. Then it's preparation. So anything that the hacker needs to do to prepare the attack. This can be deploying a malicious program. This can be getting some token approvals. This can be creating some sort of like PDA or data accounts. Then we have the actual exploitation, which exploitation is the actual transactions that perform the exploit. And then the fourth one is money laundering and exfiltration. So once the hacker gets the funds, how they do exfiltrate it for the systems. So these are all the different product verticals that we offer at Range, and now we are going to deep dive and compare each of them with the different phases of the crypto kill chain. The first one, it's actually a bit special because it's not like we are not just building a security product. Range has also built an advanced transaction explorer for Solana. This is an explorer that focuses a lot on things like address historical inflows, labels of address, risk analysis, and also entity clustering. And it's not just a Solana explorer, it's a cross-chain explorer. So it lets you understand the communications and the transactions that a given Solana address does with the rest of the ecosystem through the main Solana bridges. Of course, our focus is in security and real-time alerts. We've created more than 25 security rules customized for Solana applications. This can be from fairly simple rules like failed transactions in your programs or change in the program authority of your program to more complex one, like detecting hacks, detecting rug pulls or Oracle exploits deviations. We've also are creating rules that are targeted to the like protocols that many people in the ecosystem use, like, for example, the Squad. This is an example of an alert that is going to tell you if a member of a given multisig has done something anomalous, right? So, for example, signing a transaction outside of their normal business hours. Then we have as well the Range SDK. Like we believe in open source, and we think that developers should create more capabilities based on their needs. And you can use our open source library to build more advanced custom detectors. And all of these, you can also use it in our infra or do it on your own. And you can connect it with things like PagerDuty, Slack, Telegram, and so on. We also normally partner with protocols to create like these customized monitoring systems focused on their use case. So with Range, you can really protect your assets and your apps and detect and prevent threats before they happen. Something that not many people know is that majority of hacks in crypto, and in particular in Solana, actually could have been prevented because they are non-atomic. So non-atomic means that they happen in multiple transactions. And it's not just that they are non-atomic, it's that they happen across time spans of hours and even days. Like, for example, Wormhole, which was the biggest hack in the ecosystem, happened across 6 hours. And we have the example as well of Casio, which happened across 5 hours between the funding and preparation and the actual exploitation. So the TLDR here is that if we have the right security rules and the right security heuristics in place running, we can prevent hacks. But the reality is that not all hacks, not 100% of the hacks can be prevented. We've built this wallet monitoring and visualizer that can be key for incident response. So when we cannot prevent a hack, we need to mitigate their blast radius. And coming back to the Web3 kill chain, if we are able to detect a hack in the 1 and 2 steps of funding and preparation, we can fully prevent it. If we are able to detect it in the 4th stage, we can at least mitigate it. The reality is that a lot of projects and a lot of SPL tokens have a freeze authority, and also you can communicate with stable coins like USDC, USDT, and bridge providers that can help you freeze funds and mitigate the damage more than 90%. And here the reality is that the world is multi-chain. We all love Solana, but the world right now is multi-chain. Who in this room has used a cross-chain bridge in the last 3 months? OK, so about like 1/3, 1/2 of the room. Reality is that hackers use them too, and use them a lot, especially if a chain like Solana, they don't have like an on-ramp for, let's say, non-KYC on-ramps. And they use it a lot as well in the exfiltration phase. So like they might hack a program in Solana. How do they get those funds into the Ethereum or the Bitcoin ecosystem to actually do the exfiltration and the money laundering? We also have powerful risk analytics and anomaly detection that, combined with alerts, you can create customized anomaly detectors. And we have as well the range API. So this has Solana native support, and you can integrate it in your workflows and your infrastructure to do things like address screening, risk and compliance, and transaction monitoring. This can be very useful if your use case is focused in institutional or enterprise users, or you have a more sort of regulated environment and can help you cover both your security and your compliance needs. So this is Range community platform. We have actually two versions of Range. One is the community platform that is open and free for everyone in the Solana ecosystem, and is going to be launching very, very soon. This is mostly focused in the transaction explorer, some basic wallet monitoring, and also like network analytics and things like that. And then we have as well Range Premium, which is the full comprehensive platform focusing on all things like real-time security, hack detection, intelligence, and risk mitigation. Thanks to our partnership with the Solana Foundation, we are making this version temporarily free for selected builders and teams in the Solana ecosystem. So yeah, join the private beta. Like if you scan this QR code, you can join the private beta, and we are onboarding selected builders. This is going to be, as I said, Range Premium, temporarily free for selected builders. You know, if you are building a DeFi protocol, a Solana application, if you are an engineer or a researcher doing a hackathon, scan it now, and we can chat and to qualify you into the beta. So here in the Solana, I think the right curve stage, I'm making the personal commitment here to onboard every Solana builder and team personally during the whole October. I think in the whole conference there is about 6,000 people. So if happens that everyone signs up, I'm going to onboard everyone personally. I'm doing this commitment here in the States. So for the ones that were very quick before, actually the QR goes to my, my Telegram. So if you scan it, say hi and introduce yourself. Not this week because it's crazy with the whole conference, but during the next couple of weeks, I promise that I'm going to onboard you personally. I'm going to help you create a custom workspace, going to create some rules together, and also as well showcase you like the most powerful features of Range based on your use case. So yeah, don't be shy, introduce yourself, and very, very happy to meet you all. And yeah, just to wrap up, we have a great opportunity here. I think over the last year, Solana and SVM have proven that it's the best place to build fast, composable applications at scale. So let's not fumble this opportunity, and let's make Solana together the best place to make applications, both the fastest and the safest. So yeah, thanks. Thank you very much.